That used to be us. We used to roam free. That was while we were sailing around the world aboard our boat, Nahoa.
Don't lean on me, dear.
We used to set sail for a different country on a whim and a rumor that there was a new culture to explore.
Another shorts? Yeah?
They might be a bit big.
Fat Dim Dim.
We would simply point our bow towards the next country, throw out the fishing lines, and arrive a few days later.
Fill the freezer. Fill the freezer, eh?
We used to have amazing interactions with locals in some of the most bizarre places. Looking back, we've seen a lot of things in the past few years. Isn't that how it always goes? You look back with envy.
Wow, that was one of the coolest experiences yet. And we've only been in this country for 2 days.
The good old days. This wasn't that long ago. But frankly, it feels like we're just getting started. With borders closed, that boat is now stuck in Thailand, sitting at the back of a dusty parking lot. Or rather, we're stuck in Canada, waiting for the first opportunity to return to our home. Fast forward 6 months, add a global pandemic, an infant, and we find ourselves on a loaner boat in a different continent with a few more clothes on.
6.9 knots. Oh my god, we're like rounding up.
If you're new here, we were loaned this 22-foot tiny boat for the summer in exchange to fix her up and sell her. Having sailed over halfway around the world, we're finding living tiny presents a completely different set of challenges. There's no privacy, no running water, no amenities. Sometimes it's a powder keg waiting to go off. Over the next few weeks, we're going to sail north up the west coast of Canada, and we're excited at challenging ourselves to live in as small space as possible.
Do you know how many kettles it would take to have like an adult-sized bath? It's outrageous.
Is it warm enough? It's happening, Ash.
I'm boiling water for a baby bathtub. But the battery's dead. We do have one solar panel, but there's been no sun today. But we could switch it to the other battery, but we're not sure if the engine will start then, so it's a bit of a problem.
We don't have any hot water on the boat, so we're gonna boil a kettle or two and make a little bath here in the cockpit.
I'm worried that it could be a couple more. Do you know we met some fans tonight? I don't know if you call them fans. We met some very lovely people tonight who knew who we were. And it's kind of always a bit of a shocker when you meet people that know who you are. And they know you.
I never think of us as someone like you might watch in our living room. I just think of us as two sailors who post videos online.
Thanks for watching our videos. Thanks for following along with us, and come up and say hi if you see us, because we're kind of like local right now. If you're from this local area, which is a very small area, but if you're from around here, you know, come find us. Well, you're gonna love the tropics.
Yesterday? No. Yeah, no, it was last night. We turned on the flashlights here in the cockpit, and Willow was like, "Whoa, what's that?" It's like, it makes you realize, like, it's all new to them. It's all a big adventure. They don't know any better. This cool little hole in the ground is pretty cool.
You better hang on to that lifesaver pretty tight, you know, it might save your life someday.
Okay, you want a hermit? Uh-oh, which one are you going to hold on to? Both? Oh, lifesaver one's out. Good choice. Good choice. After the baby gets a bath, dad gets a bath. So normally we use solar showers. It's like a big black bag that heats up. Doesn't usually heat up, but pretends to heat up. And then we hang it on the shrouds of the boat. But yeah, it's too cold. This is much nicer. I can fit my feet in there, and then the rest is a washcloth kind of move. Well, that's pretty clean, little girl. I shouldn't say that. I'm not saying the massive poo she had. Basically just rubbing poo all over myself right now. What the heck is happening?
I would say that it was not a good night last night.
No? Willow, what are you doing?
She's basically been up since 2 a.m.
Willow, why have you been up so long? Why? Are you playing jokes on us? Is it a joke on us?
She did a whole bucket of toys, but she's playing with the moist wipes. The ground's cold. I don't want to put my feet down there. My undies are down there. Don't take a video of that.
I heard like 3 splashes last night. That was real. And then I fell back asleep. I figured those 3 splashes were like otters or something jumping in the water. And then I had this dream that I woke up and there's like UPS packages floating around us that they just throw in the water beside us. They're for Ashley. She was on Amazon or something. Weird. Did you have any cool dreams?
No, I was up the whole night. No time for dreaming when you're awake. I dreamt of sleep.
I had a dream that we looked in Willow's mouth and it was chocker block full of teeth like a shark.
It's not.
I thought that's why she was crying. We actually think the reason Willow wasn't sleeping is because she slept so well on the sail across the strait yesterday. She slept too much. There's a lot of seagulls out there. That's crazy.
A lot.
What do you think about the rain, Willow? You ready to get off the boat? Happy anniversary.
Retake.
2 days of torrential rain. It's always a good idea to start off a trip with the rain and the misery, and then you know how good you have it at the rest of the trip. Right? Positivity.
That's a private stretch.
Nothing's private in this boat. I had a sponge bath last night. Can you tell? Because you can't tell, really.
What are we supposed to do? Inspect your feet?
I don't smell as much. I'm still like a firm believer there is one part of the internet that has not been harnessed.
Oh my
it's
God.
smell. Why are you, oh my God-ing?
This conversation we have, I don't know, probably every 3 months for like a good few days. It's like Ben's internet smell conversation. He just really wants the internet to have smell. And he thinks he can make billions of dollars by somehow, you know, adding that in. The problem is, I don't know what the problem is. I don't think that's possible.
But imagine, like, you could smell like roses, you could smell farts, you could smell all sorts of
Ben's
stuff.
BO.
You could smell how clean I smell right now. Average, it's actually just average.
The wind is crazy today. It's like rainy as all heck part of the day and 30 knots of wind out there, and all these boats are seeking refuge in Lund. We got here last night, so we're doing good.
I'm sitting down here trying to get some work done and check out what's going on in the cockpit. Whoa, Ash, what do you got going on? You got a gray and then you got a camo in the back?
I put the camo in to be a little less tacky.
That's less tacky, eh?
Yeah, it's green. It matches the outside.
Pretty good privacy, I'd say. This is insane. We could, you know.
On our anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, look
there
at
we
this.
go. Like a whole bunch of ideas came to mind. I'm gonna keep those to myself.
What do you think, Willa? This is a straight face.
It's raining a lot today. Other thing is, I was thinking that maybe I should put this tarp over the bow because I've developed a leak over my bed. But maybe we'll start with a bucket over my bed. Catch the drips. Can you just pop this on my bed?
What is it?
It's a drip catcher.
This is
Willa's bath. It actually works pretty well.
Oh, you got some cool mats, man. Those are dope.
I have to say, it's so necessary because on a 22-foot boat, when you can't use 6 feet of those 22 feet, it's a very small boat. Yeah, you jumping?
Whoa. It is soupy tonight.
Absolute pea soup, we might call this, or I don't know what else you might call this, but its visibility is poor, I would say. You see tankers kind of arrive rather suddenly out of the mist.
It's not mist, it's not fog, it's wildfire smoke coming from Washington State, just south of us. And I think what we want to say is just our thoughts are with everyone in California and Oregon and Washington and anywhere else where there's wildfires right now, because it's bad. And those that have lost their homes, that's just absolutely tragic. And those that are sitting inside their boats or their houses, you know, trying to stay out of the smoke, our thoughts are with you.
Yeah, it's not, air quality is a little bit poor up here even, and I can't even imagine what it would be like right in the epicenter of where this is all happening. So we're really thinking of you. It's a really tough time. But the little boat is officially for sale now. We're being evicted. The owners would like to sell this little boat.
The owner is asking between 6,500 and 7 Canadian dollars. They're looking for a local buyer so they don't have to deal with the quarantine and all that kind of stuff. And we're gonna kind of move out in the next week, clean it up, and put an ad up. So if anyone is interested here on our Patreon, let us know. Obviously you get first dibs. Everything is in running order. The engine is probably worth the most at, I don't know, it's probably worth that asking price, I would guess. It's a newer diesel inboard.